Fallout New Vegas provides the players with a wide range of tools to deal with many quests, from speed checks to bypass encounters or the wide assortment of weapons given to the player for scavenging the Wasteland. But what if these choices were stripped away, and instead you were forced to rely on only the starting rifle given to you at the beginning of the game? So the question is, can you beat Fallout New Vegas with only a Varmint Rifle? Okay, rules and restrictions of this run. Obviously, this being a weapon restricted run, only the Varmint Rifle can be used. I will also only be using the normal Varmint Rifle and not the unique Rat Slayer Varmint Rifle in Brockflower Cave, as I'm a masochist and want to suffer. I will not be using any companions this run other than Veronica to get me in the Brotherhood of Steel. I will not be putting any points in the speech, so I'll be forced to throw hands with the Legate at the end of the game, and I also be dropping the DLC items because I do not want to be able to sell them for easy cap. With that out of the way, let's talk build. We have 3 strength, as that's the minimum requirement to properly use the Varmint Rifle, 6 perception, 5 endurance, 8 intelligence, 7 agility, and 10 luck. As this is a crit build, ladies and gentlemen. I know, very original. Tag wise is guns, sneak, and repair. Traits wise, built to destroy as my min-max run with the extra 3% crit chance, and Wasteland as I choose it every playthrough. Now, on with the game. I roleplay as Romanian, acting like Doc Mitchell House's copper wiring. Drop my DLC shit outside. Ensure I steal that refreshing Sunset Sarsaparilla from all those crates, as I'm a kleptomaniac and will hate myself if I don't loot every single container for the free heal. I get a warm welcome by Sunny Smiles, following her to obtain the weapon we're using for the rest of this run, boys, the Varmint Rifle. Without any sugarcoating, this is an horrible gun. At the start of the game it performs well against the hostiles such as the geckos in this clip, but it will fail to perform, like myself when it matters, against higher level enemies without the use of armor piercing rounds and or crits. Fights become a real pain in my fucking ass, but you'll see that later. I enter the saloon wanting to harass women, but it looks like Joe's already got that covered. I talk to Joe and say nothing to him because I'm just kinda quirky like that, and make my way over to the store and sell those items I borrowed from Dr. Mitchell's house, which I won't be returning anytime soon. However, I made a horrible mistake. After boarding my Varmint Rifle with the scope I bought from Chet, I made the absolute heinous crime of punching the air in front of me. As you all know how horrible a crime this is, it makes sense Chet would want to murder me. Unfortunately for him, I am the monster he thinks I am. I shoot him dead and leave towards the gas station. I begin Ringo's quest, talk to Sunny Smiles, return the Ringo until I can only convince a singular person in the entirety of town to help us. Going outside, I rush towards the powder gangers and begin blasting with the crew. Not much to say, Sleepy Joe and his goons went down without much trouble. Unfortunately, Sunny did die in this military excursion. However, I will honour her memory by taking her stuff for my own personal gain. I complete the quest, level up, dumping the points into gun. I definitely made a mistake killing that trader.
Well, what did he have you killed him for?
Okay, so I may have accidentally punched when I came out of the shop and he attacked me. It was self-defense. I punched the air.
Why were you punching the air?
Because I clicked after I came out of the shop and I punched.
Is that a Varmint Rifle, Alan? It's not a fucking. You're not allowed to use that.
I didn't hit him.
I don't fucking care. You fucking used the weapon. That was the Varmint Rifle. Restarted the run. I
marched south, getting jumped by powder gangers in the process, and being the idiot I am, while looting their bodies, I step onto a landmine twice, nearly killing me, making me think I wasn't actually in Nevada, but instead Bosnia of all the landmines laying about, crippling both my legs and left arm. Fortunately, with a good hour power nap, I will excrete the shrapnel from my body and my bones will fuse back together, making me stronger than I was before. Arriving at Prim, I dander to the NCR garrison, redistribute their supplies for the rest of the inhabitants of the Wasteland, but joke's on me, because I walk on an NCR landmine as I look. Fuck's sake! Me being a sovereign citizen and not believing in artificial concepts such as boundaries, I walk into the sheriff's house and help myself see his contents. However, I see the previous sheriff spending some quality time with his missus. Now, I don't know about you guys, but I don't think this man is fit to protect Prim anymore, so I take it upon myself to become the long arm of the law, bringing law and order to the anarchy plaguing this little American town. My free and fair justice begins by gunning down all troublemakers outside without diplomacy and with no opportunity for them to disarm and save their lives, as they deserve it for inconveniencing me. With justice served, I line my pockets with their items. The weight of my sins destroy my knees, causing me to become a 70-year-old man, so I hobble over to the Vicky and Vance Casino, sell, and continue on. Entering the Bison Steve Hotel, I begin my one-man assault against the convicts, taking refuge in the building. While these criminals could escape the NCR, they can't escape from me. With my Varmint Rifle in hand, I make short work of the convicts, rescue the deputy, finish off the survivors on the second floor. Occasionally, they carry Varmint Rifles. Great! As I leave Prim to discuss getting a new sheriff of the NCR, they get me yet again with another landmine, and I do it again while walking to the NCR correctional facility. Shaking off my broken ankles, I climb the hill near the correctional facility and begin to open fire upon the powder gangers. Setups like this, where you can reasonably hide and get sneak criticals upon enemies, is where the Varmint Rifle excels. I will not find myself lucky in the future, as often throughout this run I attack enemies practically directly face to face, but I'll enjoy this while it lasts. I attempt to enter the facility, not noticing the red bar on my HUD, and before I know it, a lit stick of dynamite lands right beside me, exploding. This powder ganger doesn't seem to be aware I've been blowing up this entire run, so it's comparable to a stone in my shoe more than anything dangerous. Pushing on, I enter the building dealing with the gangers chilling inside, and I find out that Myers, like me, can survive a bullet to the head. However, while I'm clearing the area out, I sleep in one of the available beds, and this cunt Malcolm Holmes apparently just watches me for an hour while I sleep. I defend my right to privacy as an American citizen. By this stage I'm thinking, there's no way I could die here, this place is so easy. I've learned my lesson, I can all take the administration. These bastards have energy weapons and actual armor, they're making my life fucking hell. I'm forced to run with my tail between my legs, but mark my words, I will return. Anyway, with Myers rescued, I make my way down south to the Mojave outpost to get him pardoned. On my journey, I come across some rad scorpions that won't die on a couple of hits, which is bad for me because as you can see on screen, I have under 50 rounds and I don't feel like wasting them on rad scorpions of all things, so I run to the travelling merchant and have their guards deal with rad scorpion for me. I make it to the Mojave outpost, level up, putting the points yet again into guns, getting it to 70 and a few points in repair, and take the educated perk. Talking to Major Knight, I buy Mayor's pardon for 200 caps. While I'm here, I also accept the quest from Ranger Jackson and Ghost outside. He asked me to go to Nipton, but first, I fast travel back to Prim and inform Myers that he now has his pardon and can now freely enact his own view of the law in Prim without ever consulting any of the town members for their permission. Hurrah, democracy! Turning to the Mojave outpost, I head east towards Nipton, dealing with raiders on my way there. Then, I see these glorified raiders appropriating Scottish culture by wearing skirts. I can't let this slide. Positioning myself behind a rock, I wait for them to walk away and open fire, instantly killing a legionnaire. Whether I'm doing this to protect Scottish culture, or if it's because I hate the Scottish people and their way of life, I'll leave for you to decide. The legionnaires attempted to rush me, however they didn't expect me to start drinking Missouri pap to repair the holes in my skin. I take down the furry Vulpes, don his headgear, and start yiffing on the remaining legion troops and become hated. However, it seems Vulpe's humbler spear in the fursuit I'm wearing is hunting me because when I try to enter the town hall, my game freezes, then crashes, so I suppose he got the last laugh. Nothing of interest happens in the town hall, so I hand in my quest from Ranger Ghost and head off to Novak. Anyway, same old, kill powder gangers, step on it. Sleep, landmine, another landmine, and sleep. Make sure to mark hidden valleys for later. Novak speedrun! Level up, guns, confirm bachelor, steal souvenirs, steal that gun, sell, buy, Google, wait, restock, buy again, talk to Vargas, wait for bin, talk to bin, pickpocket, key, open safe, wear bin's beret, lose woman, find woman, leave woman, boom, 5% crit chance, and leave. The Legion seem to be upset with the fate of Ginny because they sent a gun squad after me. I chug a copious amount of sugar to get back into the fight. It takes me quite some time to deal with the Legionnaires as I don't use my AP rounds because I'm mentally handicapped. Fortunately, I destroy an assassin super sledge, making the fight a bit easier, and by easier I mean I nearly fucking died. Jesus Christ, look at my HP. I use my AP rounds, get a nice crit, and finish the fight. I return to Novak, sell, and move on to another fucking assassin squad. I'm gonna kill myself. After much hardship, I make it to Boulder City and talk to Lieutenant Monroe about dealing with the Great Khans. To be sure this remains peaceful, I made sure to rearrange the NCR troops' ammo supply into my pockets. After leveling my guns to 100, negotiations unfortunately fell through. As you can see, they clearly attacked me and I was forced to defend myself. These ruffians outside, however, didn't see it that way, saying I was abusing my power, like, okay buddy, stop coping. Oh fuck, they killed me. New plan, run to the troopers as they understand I did nothing wrong. However, it seems me taking all that ammo from them earlier made them resort to Soviet tactics. Luckily, they're able to kill them anyway. For reasons I don't understand, the tied up troopers became hostile, so I reload to save, and fuck, I have to redo the Khans fight. And the same thing happened, so I reload to save and just say fuck him and leave. Battered but not beaten, I head towards the 188 trading post. I meet my beloved Veronica, leave, and oh, would you look at that! An assassin squad's after me again! Yippee! Anyway, I'm overhyping it. It wasn't that bad at all. I continue role-playing as a Czech citizen, seeing a tourist, kill a fiend, level up, dump the points into medicine, choose light touch for an extra 5% crit chance. I make a quick pit stop in Camp McCarran to do what needs to be done. All my hard work pays off as I'm able to buy all the 5.56 ammo from the gunrunners and make a really good profit. However, my lust for caps knows no bounds as I quantum leap through the gunrunners fence and then instantly leap back so they can open the fence for me. They may have had armor, but I had critical hits. So fun fact, the gunrunners guards respawn, so I can now instantly kill them to sell their combat armor for caps, which thinking about it, why did I spend so much time stealing stuff if I was going to murder the gunrunners? My wasted time aside, I equip combat armor marked, which now I realise makes my light touch that I got less than 200 words ago in the script useless. Meet the big man himself, Mr. House. I haven't mentioned this yet, but this is a Mr. House playthrough as he's the only faction I haven't done a playthrough with before. I tell him I'll retrieve the platinum chip from Benny for 1000 caps. Head out to the top and get my varmint rifle ripped out of my hand to try to convince Swank that Benny's working against Mr. House. Realise I don't have enough evidence. I locate the evidence on Google, the cigarette buds in Goodsprings Cemetery near your grave, and I can hospitality no found in Novak. Returning to Swank, he'll let me keep my guns. I live up finesse. Benny dispatches his goons to kill me. I end them and have a Legion Dick Rider talk to me. This made me so mad I travelled to Collinwood Cove, show the mark of Kaiser, which they really shouldn't have given me, because as soon as the Legion Explorer turns around I open fire. I try to quickly take out all the Legionnaires, but that quickly fails. Ugh, this is what I'm talking about. While I'm fighting this Decanus Severus, I don't know how the fuck you say that. Without crits I do dick all damage, same with the rest of the Legion as you can see here, so I'm gonna have a fun time going guns blazing into the fort. I enter the fort with my right privilege, but apparently the Legion don't care about that. Now, the guys at the gate aren't that bad, but this one fucking bastard just refused to die as I couldn't get crits on him. Entering the drawbridge, I quickly get my asshole fiddled with no prior consent. Quick load of save so I don't have the shame of dying. I don't change up my strat, I just keep praying for crits. I get her mixed results. I resorted to the real rat strats. I would kill one Legion member, leave, heal, return, kill one, and repeat. My life nearly came to an end as these guards with the might of Mars fist me. I'm not going to say how long this took, all you need to know is it took me way too long. Oh Jesus fuck, I forgot about the guards at the entrance as I attempt to flee, but literally everyone follows me out. This fort really makes me hate the Varmint Rifle like Christ. Just look at the fucking screen. A rat banging at their ankles would do more damage, or at least give them the Black Death and they would die eventually. However, it would seem God himself intervened in my playthrough as Kaiser and his guards got stuck on a rock and I was able to just sit there, repeatedly firing at them at my own leisure. I defiled Kaiser's corpse by taking his clothes and wearing them as they're my own. I clip Benny in the back of the head. Using my illicit funds, I get implants from the doctor for subdermal armor and 16 stimpaks. Upset that they don't do breast implants, I leave. Return the platinum chip to Mr. House. Watch his presentation, that is as interesting as one of my videos. Level up, putting the points in the medicine and sneak and picking up the toughness perk. I instantly have to tread back to the fort to upgrade the platinum chip. Upon entering the weather station, I am greeted by 3 guards. I turn around and literally just leave, and I attempt to run past the guards and open the entrance. It surprisingly fails. I try a stealth boy, same result. Like a toddler on a playground, I just get beat up with every idea I have. Finally, I lure out the guards with a very subtle shot to their cranium. Bro, I'm getting fucked by these fucking people. I hate the Varmint Rifle. I hate the Varmint Rifle. With my cock and ball torture out of the way, I talk to Mr. House, snipe the turrets, install the software upgrade, return the Mojave Clinic, purchase the endurance and agility implants, and then complete my quest for Mr. House. He wants me to sway the boomers in Niles Air Force Base to our side. After a short trip through the equivalent of walking through the Balkans during the Yugoslav Wars, I reach Niles. I'm frightened and call a savage like, okay bud, would a savage do this? Hey. Protect the tribe! Of all the grace of a father telling his children that it's their fault mommy and daddy are fighting, I kindly inform Pro and the rest of the boomers that I really can't be asked doing any other quests. I think they take this rather well. At the very least, Mr. House is happy with the arrangement. With no breaks, Mr. House wants me to deal with the Emerdas. Once again, my baby is ripped from my arms. I do blow up the Emerda guns because being from Northern Ireland, I should be the only one allowed to run guns into the country. Even though I just mentioned about the Varmint Rifle being gone. In game, I've been here for about 15 minutes and I forgot I didn't have the weapon to assassinate the guy. After taking a stealth point to get to where the safe is, where your items are stored without being seen. So I once again have to quantum leap through the chain link fence. If you look where I'm looking on screen and go into third person mode, you'll be able to open up a hidden safe where all your items are stored in the casino. With my rifle in hand, I'm able to kill Big Sal and Nero and report to Daddy House for a job well done. Wants me to deal with the Brotherhood. I pick up Veronica and head to Hidden Valley. I allow Veronica to vouch for me, even though, like a Twitch streamer and a viewer, we've had next no interaction with each other this entire playthrough. Get straight to work, stealing 1 out of 3 bunker keys. Tell Veronica to fuck off after all her hard work. I steal Headscribe Taggart's keycard and finally Elder McNamara's keycard. I activate the self-destruct and run for my damn life. Plan, however, didn't account for my horrendous sense of directions. I go the wrong way and die to the laser turrets, but you know, the best laid schemes, oh mice and men and all that. I also didn't account for the game to get stuck loading for 2 minutes and then corrupting the next 20 minutes of footage I recorded. To be perfectly honest, I recorded all this back in August of 2022 and I for the life of me cannot remember what happened, so we'll just move on. I talk to House, he tells me to protect President Kimball. Okay, not really my business, I'm more of a murderer than a protector, but he's the boss. I need armor piercing rounds if I remember gonna kill the Legate.
The Legate.
The
Lanius.
The East.
You're gonna have to fight Lanius with a fucking
Varmint Rifle, yep.
Varmint Rifle,
You know,
you're
and his fucking guards as well, don't forget. Listen, I built this entire fucking build around critical hits, and then I swear to I never get them, ever. I wait atop one of the sniper towers for the assassin. I respectfully defile his corpse and kill the imposter engineer among us for trying to sabotage the speech. I watch the president fly away. I level up and take fast metabolism as I have a drug addiction and need a constant stream of stimpack juice in my veins or I'll drop dead. House hears of the successful speech and gives me a quest to go to El Dorado substation. Let's go talk to Veronica, see how she reacts to me killing the Brotherhood.
I'm glad
I still go recruit her as a companion. I don't think she knows they're dead yet.
Take her there.
that chip of yours? Unless...
You know what, let's let her live in, no, let her live in, happiness a bit
okay.
longer.
Then I guess... in these new territories.
You just need to know I don't know how, she didn't know, I fucking already told her to fuck off when I was in the thing. If she did really care about them. A snot-nosed NCR trooper tries to warn me about my snooping. This is perfect. As soon as he turns his back, I murder him and take his identity. Acting as normal as possible, I crouch in front of the terminal that's not allowed to be touched by anyone, and flee through the front door as fast as possible. Before Hoover Dam, however, I have one last quest from Mr. House, break into Hoover Dam and override the control room. However, I have something more important than Hoover Dam and even the fate of the Mojave. Nothing in life could bring me greater satisfaction than when I wiped these filthy powder gangers off the face of the earth after they sent me running at the start of this playthrough. I bet you all forgot about the part where I said I'd return, but I didn't. I had this in the back of my head the entire playthrough. With my greatest defeat undone, I can now end the game with a clear head. On screen right now, I'm showing everything I bring into the Legion fight. First Recon Beret, Combat Armor Mark II, Stockpile Varmint Rifles, 82 Stimpaks and other healing supplies, 354 normal rounds, 162 AP rounds, 204 hollow point rounds, and 1000 surplus. Let's do this. Oh, my game froze.
I love video games. I love video games.
I love Fallout New Vegas. I love Fallout New Vegas. Okay, I think I just crashed. Okay, second time's the charm and all that. The Legion aren't too bad to deal with, as if one critical hit does a significant amount of damage assuming I hit one. I see two cans with a room of dead Legion, I fall back and don my NCR armor assuming as I would have just walk in. That's a negative. So I just use all reliable, getting a sneak critical of AP rounds, but just melt through their armor. It feels so good. I cyberpunk Mr. House into the mainframe. That was so unfortunate the Legion killed those two NCR troopers guarding the door. My game just fucking freeze again. Clearing my way through Legion defenses with the speed of an old lady in a wheelchair going downstairs as I spend a literal minute on a Praetorian guard as I struggle to get crits. I honestly really struggle to deal with the Legate camp as there's roughly 5 kajillion Legion here and I die. If I'm able to remain undetected, I could deal with this, but I'm not able to get back-to-back crits to deal with the guards before they spot me. After getting RNG screwed this whole time, I see him, the Beast of the East, diving into my sack and inhaling all the drugs I have. I fire upon the Legate. I use turbo to try and pump as much lead into the Legate before he reaches me. I lower him to the stage where he runs away like a little bitch to go and heal. No. No. Fuck's sake! No! Remember kids, when life gets you down, get high of all your drugs and try again? Actually works as I get some decent back-to-back crits. So impressive in fact that Legate attempts to speak to me. Unfortunately for him, the only incels I speak to are the ones in my comment section. I kill him so quick he doesn't even have time to run off. With the Legate dead and General Oliver trying to speak to me, ignoring all my friends right behind him. House congratulates me on a job well done, so we can finally answer the question. Yes, You can beat Fallout New Vegas with only a Varmint Rifle. This run took roughly 9 hours to complete and 7 months for me to complete as a video. The Varmint Rifle itself, I hate it, that's all there is to say. Unless you get sneak crits or RNGs blesses you with a critical hit, fights really drag on and make my mental state go in a downward spiral, unlike this channel which has already hit rock bottom. But hey, you can lift it by suggesting other challenge runs and games for the channel. Like, subscribe, and goodbye.